Good evening. This is CTV News for Friday, July 14th. I'm Byron Scott.
And I'm Rochelle Metzger. Well, he is lucky to be alive today. The young man who was rescued by first responders came back to thank them. Juan Morales was in a car accident that ended when his vehicle hit a tree late last year. He was pulled out by firefighters and treated by medics on the scene. Denise Douglas joining us now with the incredible story of survival. Denise.
Very much so. Not many stories kind of bring tears to your eyes because we've done this so long, but this very, very emotional story. In fact, it has a very good ending because the firefighters were in the right place at the right time, and this young man that we're about to introduce you to has fought to stay alive. 9 months after an accident that nearly took his life, Juan Morales meets the men who saved him.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
With words of gratitude and a plaque, he thanks them here at the Laurel Fire Station.
Oh, it feels great. I mean, it's from the bottom of my heart, I feel really thankful for him to come by and stuff. It was really nice.
Firefighters Mike Dugan and Damian Duncan didn't expect him to make it when they saw his car crash. Both were heading into work along Route 198 when it happened.
And we saw the car come across the median. Headlights came on to our onbound side and went airborne into the woods.
Morales was also on his way to work last October when his car went airborne, landed in a ditch, and ended up against a tree. You can see how bad it was in these pictures here. It's not clear why his car went off the road, but he was trapped and had to be freed. Dugan and Duncan came to the rescue.
When we ran down to him initially, we didn't think he had a shot at making it. He was, he's agonal breathing, he had severe head trauma, and he had femur fractures, and the car door was crushing his legs in.
We worked pretty fast, and we got him to shock trauma or to the helicopter pretty fast. I mean, no time was the essence.
His girlfriend, Laura Carranza, says it's been a painful and emotional road since the accident.
He was in a coma for a couple of weeks, so it was like he was there, but he wasn't there because he couldn't open his eyes, no movement.
He has slowly gotten better, but the 26-year-old remains in a wheelchair with brain damage, barely able to speak, but again, grateful.
I'm so grateful to have them.
We just have to live each moment, as if it were the last.
Carranza says she too has a new appreciation for life, and she's hopeful that despite the setback, their plans to marry will still happen.
So hopefully that will come with the grace of God next year.
And you could probably see in the video there that the entire family was there to support him. So this has been a long road back for this young man, but his family strong behind him.
A true testament to love. It really warmed my heart. How has this accident impacted their wedding plans?
Well, interestingly enough, they were going to get married in 2020 because they want to have their careers in place and finances and all that like many couples want to. But because of this, they have gotten a new appreciation for every minute, every second of life, and they've moved that up to next year instead. So I told them, call us. We want to be there.
Definitely. All right. Thanks, Denise.
Well, a track department supervisor was let go from Mamata for allegedly abusing the company's overtime policy. The move was prompted by an interim report from Metro's Inspector General's office, which is conducting an ongoing investigation into overtime fraud. Investigators say a number of track managers earned more than double their base salary in overtime over several years prior to the Safe Track initiative.
If you've driven along the Capital Beltway near the bridge over Suitland Road recently, you probably noticed the orange cones and work zone signs. A long-term construction project is underway along the north and southbound I-495. In an effort to improve work zone safety, the State Highway Administration is activating an automated speed enforcement system in that area starting on Monday.
In work zones, we have changing traffic patterns, barrels, cones, workers, other sort of construction-related equipment in the work zone. And so it's a very helpful tool and a useful tool that goes ahead and makes drivers aware that they are entering a work zone. They'll see signage as they're coming close to entering the work zone. They'll also see speed trailers, which give an indication as to what the speed zone is. And then it will also post their speed as well on those digital displays. So it's important that they pay attention to those speed enforcements and speed limits and also the speed trailers and signs in the work zone.
Drivers going 12 or more miles per hour over the posted speed limit will face a $40 fine. The 21-day warning period begins July 17th. State police will start issuing civil citations on August 7th.
Federal authorities have closed a civil rights complaint over Governor Larry Hogan's decision to scrap the Baltimore Red Line project, the governor canceling the 14-mile, $2.9 billion project in 2015. Now, according to the Baltimore Sun, the funding will go instead toward highway and bridge repair. A report by the American Road and Transportation Builders Association cites the state's 5,000 highways, about 3,000 are structurally deficient. Hogan's 2017 budget calls for nearly $3 billion for infrastructure repairs.
2 congressional staffers have been indicted for sharing nude pictures and videos of a delegate and her husband online. 35-year-old Juan McCollum from D.C. is charged with cyberstalking, and Doreen Brown Lewis from Upper Marlboro with obstruction of justice. In a statement Thursday, Delegate Stacey Plaskett, who represents the Virgin Islands, acknowledged that her privacy had been violated last year. According to court documents, McCollum friended the Facebook accounts of candidates running against his former boss in an effort to discredit her.